Welcome to psychometric testing. You've come to this website because you probably want to find out how to get the most from people. Now, what is psychometric testing? It basically is a way of, it's a kind of personality tests, and there are many different psychometric testing tools. They typically test people's behavior, values, and aptitude. And some profiling tools do it differently and test for specific characteristics. Now, where is it helpful? It really helps you to recruit the right people so that you can really get people to do the job that they're most suited. Because in business, it can be very expensive and very, it costs you a lot of energy if you get people that are unsuited for particular roles. It's a little bit like putting a square plug into a round hole. So for you, that could be if you find people that operate best in their particular role, that can be a huge advantage for you, and it can save you time and money and really help you to focus on getting that person to be productive. It's also really helpful for getting the most from your team, because if you know your team members, know their strength, you can put them together in a way that they contribute to each other and support each other. Nothing worse than having a team where you have many people all having the same strength and you have them all also having the same weakness. So you build on the strength of these people. Let me tell you a little bit about disc profiles. Disc profiles are absolutely fantastic because they are really easy to complete and also easy and quick to understand. You will get a report that you can read, and it's easy to understand. And when you've done the disc profile, you have a pretty good idea where your strengths and your weaknesses are. In fact, it gives you an amazing insight into the behavior. And I've had many reports from people that have completed the test that were a little bit skeptical at first, thinking, what will this tell me? And once they've read it, they go, oh my gosh, this is amazing, because this is spot on exactly the way I would behave in particular circumstances. So it is the world's most used profiling tool, quite simply for that reason. It is a good value, it's easy to do and easy to understand, and for small and to medium-sized business and for any companies that want to understand it quickly, it is a brilliant way of measuring people's behavior. Now, there are three different variants of this. The one is the standard test that you can use for just about anyone. Then we have a sales variant of this. This is excellent for anyone that you want to hire that is doing sales. And then there's also a manager version. This is someone that is in charge of sort of bigger decision making and maybe runs a team. You can use this, of course, for recruiting, and you can also use it for people that currently work for your company, because just understanding and letting them know what their strengths and weaknesses are can be very, very useful. There are four main characteristics, and that is what DISC stands for. So, quickly, D stands for dominance. This is how people solve problems. Then we have I is for influence. This is how people deal with other people. This is their ability to network and interact with other people. Then we have S, which stands for stability. So this is how stable they are. And then we have C for compliance. This is for procedures, how people follow procedures and can they follow a system and these four characteristics, typically what you will find is that a person is very strong in one or two of them and then a little bit weaker in the other two. And understanding that and then putting your team together, that you have a nice balance, that could be very useful. There are certain roles where you just simply need someone with a high D. Maybe a controlling, dominant type of person would be a team leader. You need someone there that can do that. If you have someone in sales, there probably should be high influence. If you want someone that does like accounting and procedures and that kind of stuff, you probably need someone with a high C. Again, once you've done the report, that will come out very, very clearly. So the next thing is, how does it actually work? It's a simple online test, and it takes about 15 minutes, and you just answer yes, most and least likely of about 24 questions that you get asked, and at the end of it, it is the behavior as the person sees themselves. So it is not someone else testing that person. It's each person does their own test, how they see themselves. It's amazingly accurate, and it is actually very difficult to cheat, because there are questions that get asked this way around and that way around. And if a person doesn't answer them in the same way, they get caught out very quickly, and the results will look and it's very evident. You, as the person that orders the report, you basically get a 20-page report, and that is something that all you need to read. You can use it for yourself, you can pass it on to the person that has done the test. However, very, very useful and simple to interpret, and very good value. Thanks for coming to this website, and I hope to help you with your needs, and hope you get really good value out of taking one of our disc profiles. Thank you very much. For more information, please visit our website at www.psychometrictesting.net.nz.